Florida man standing in his sunroof while driving his Cadillac down I-4.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, bringing you that spice to sci-fi and pop culture analysis. And on Sunday nights, we have my Welcome to Florida stream. I am your main host, the chick who has roots in Florida since 1565, when my Spaniard and Afro-Spaniard ancestors landed around St. Augustine and promptly proceeded to kill a whole bunch of French Huguenots. But that is a story for another time. So with that said, welcome, and let me bring up my co-host. We have Fat Steven Seagal and we have Culture Casino. How are you guys doing tonight?
Oh, thank you for letting me unmute myself. I'm having a great night. I am green. I am fat. I am also known as the Fat Lantern. Thank you, Rose.
That cupcake looks good. Can I just say?
Get the hell away from my cupcake.
It looks good.
Fat Lantern I like a lot. Rosetta Allen's very talented. Wonderful draw stream today with all the creators together. That was super fun over on Machini 90 for the end of season 1. That was pretty awesome. So,
Cool. Folks, if you are not following Machini 90, you need to follow him. He's responsible for my lovely banner art up here. And once he gets his docket cleared, he's going to be working on some Welcome to Florida art as well for the stream. So cannot look forward to that.
He's going to be working on my Fat Lantern, actually, which I could probably put on Teespring eventually as well. So that's finally where I'm going to go.
Awesome. Cool.
Nice. And so what's going on, Culture?
You know, it's been an interesting week. I had the opportunity, like you did, to have a birthday, which is amazing.
Yes, right after mine.
Yeah, we were like doom. It was like everybody, like and Paulie Latino Slant, his Mrs. Slant had a birthday too. So literally, it was like yeah, it was amazing. So, but so enjoyable, so wonderful to have a little downtime, get to enjoy something I love to talk about, which is Bomb, which is my impromptu live stream that I did yesterday, and it was just me and Steeg and just chilling out. And I stayed away from a lot of streams and stuff, and now I'm back at it. I've got a good story for tomorrow, and you like me have this ridiculous schedule that we actually post on our About tab or on our Community tab because there's no other way.
I got to put mine on the Community tab. I forgot I have that thing now.
Or you can send it to Fat Steven Culture, and I just posted on my Twitter.
That would be great. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. But no, I know. I can't tell you how good it's been. So, despite, whatever happens in this country from whatever has resulted,
a lot of
guess what? Life is still what it is. So, and we have beautiful people to hang out with here in the chat. And today we're just going to rescue you from the rest of the world. How about that?
Yes, we are. We are going to have fun. We are going to laugh, cry with laughter, gasp with "you got to be freaking kidding me." But other than that,
I gotta say one thing. This week it has been like I'm exhausted. Not just with all the shows, like with your pre-birthday, with the Among Us shows. It's getting busier, and I have to give you guys credit. I don't know how you guys do this so much because my limbs hurt. My limbs are so tired right now. They're like, I don't want to hold your fat ass up. I have never been this drained, but it's been so much fun at the same time. Like you guys are two of the best I ever know. If anyone says simp, that is true because they are that well.
Well, thank you,
dude.
And Christy, kiss my grits when you mentioned it.
It has literally been so much work. I mean, thanks to all of you guys who sent me tips for my birthday. I finally broke down and bought like a gaming chair because this like $50 thing from IKEA, it's just like, no, I'm done. Leave me alone. Leave me the heck alone. So I keep adjusting around. So hopefully that will supposed to be here later this week. So I'll have a bona fide gaming chair to go with everything.
Mine's coming on the 12th. I can't wait. I know.
Nice.
Yeah. It's called the fat version. So what it does every time I sit, it just yells at me, "You're fat." So it's great.
All right.
Memory foam my ass.
Oh, well.
I'm great. I'm sorry. Bad joke.
No, that's okay. That was a good one. But folks, we are so glad you guys are all here, and we have a little mascot here. He's happy that it's time for the Welcome to Florida live stream. And time to welcome all of you guys out there in the chat. So let's see who is here. There's Pod Racing Palpatine who says, I'm putting money on me being late. Well, that was at 6:13 p.m. So we'll see if you are further down. And of course, there's Fat Steven with his usual greeting.
Hey, Christy's not here. I gotta help
exactly.
Out. I gotta appropriate that whatever his culture. You know.
Yeah, you took a different spin on it, so I appreciate that. T-shirted historian. I don't think I've seen you here before. Shut up and eat your carrot.
No. We have a funny story about him. Like he got in touch with me today. He actually trained under one of Steven Seagal's students.
Oh wow!
No way.
Yeah, he talked to me today, and I had a little conversation with him. Like, and he told me, I'm like, "There's no way, and he's like, "Yeah."
Wow.
So reach out to him if you want to get the story, because honestly, he seems really down to earth and very very nice to communicate with. But like when I heard that, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get the Steven Seagal tonight after me now."
Oh my gosh.
But he was very cool about it.
That is freaking cool. Well, welcome, T-shirted historian. Thank you. So glad you are here with us. Darth Haster says, "So, what's up to you?" Let's see who else we have here. Here is Brutal Morning Wood. Hey, I lost 6 pounds on an eat nothing but Twinkies and gravy diet.
Oh god, people don't stop making fat jokes passive aggressively. Like, come on, I'm not that fat. Like, I drink water too, in between sugar.
Oh, the great one is here. Says, "Good evening, my lady, Reina Creole Wood. Good evening to you. The great one is here. Glad you are here with me and Culture and Fat Steven." And here is Tina Bojan, who is in all the chat supporting. She says, "Good evening, friends." Well, good evening to you, Tina. And let's see, going on down here. And here's Wookiee Supremacy. He says, Florida, I can almost hear the waves.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who else we go? He's Spicy. And there's Keck, who says, howdy. Howdy, Keck44. So glad you are here with us. And there's Runner, who says, hey, guys. So glad to see you.
Shut up, Runner.
You already said anything.
No, it's an inside joke with Among Us.
Yeah.
So we'll get to get you in there one time. Like,
man, every time you guys are playing Among Us, I'm like dead ass asleep.
Oh,
it's
so funny.
We actually Loki did his first game yesterday. He didn't stream it, but with Valkyrie's evil. Valkyrie will follow you around, mute her mic, and she won't even laugh. But as soon as you call her out on it, she's like, ha, 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 ha.
Oh man. Well, maybe when classes are over, I can have time to like
you got holidays
back and do that stuff. Yeah, when the holidays come around, shoot, I'm gonna be gaming like nobody's business. Timon Flip says, hey yo. Well, hey yo, Timon Flip, glad you are here. I don't think you've been here before. Mad Mardigan is here, says, hey Lorena, and a big hello to my boy Fat Steven. What up, man? Oh, hey Cuddles.
Mad Monotone. Hello, sir.
Mad Monotone's the best. I love Mad Monotone.
Oh, I took away his winning on Shenanigans. I actually came out MVP.
Wow.
Yeah, you did.
Good. Yeah. It made Andrew fall off his chair too.
Yeah. Anytime you can make Mad lose, it's the best.
Well, he's just sad. It's okay. I feel sorry for him.
Oh my gosh. Wookiee Supremacy says, hello, Reina Creole, you look absolutely glowing. So cute. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And Theme Park Casual, who says, hey, y'all. How are you? And there's my girl, Karen Prime, says, hello, nice people. Hello, Karen Prime. I know it is crazy early where you are, so glad you are here with us.
What?
Let's see. Accidental Tourist, happy birthday. Culture Casino, I hope you had a great celebration with Culture Boss.
It was so great. I will say this. My mother dropped off an extra special familial dessert. Now, I haven't had a chance to sample that, but the boss made these amazing dark chocolate brownie squares that I absolutely love. It's the only sweet that I truly eat other than the thing that my mother makes. And boy, let me tell you, those are so delicious. They're it's that kind of yummy goodness that just makes you feel like, you can't move anymore. That's what I got to have last night. It was great.
Can I have one?
That
Yeah, of
sounds
course you
delicious.
can. Of course you can.
Renner says, I need a gaming chair too. Yeah, I'm getting $100 office chair. Had a gaming chair that was nice, lasted about 3 years. Yeah, I've never had a gaming chair, but I always need a lumbar support. And that's the kind of chair that I should have bought, but I didn't figure I needed that. And then, the Wu-Tang flu popped off and I haven't gotten my office chair back. So need a gaming chair so I can have that lumbar support. Marks 47, hello, says here for the women units.
I like to clear it up for the chat that lumbar support is code for that vibrating pillow. I would just like to clarify so everyone knows.
Okay, what to clarify
for? They come with the vibrating pillows. Some of them do. Yeah, the lumbar pillow itself vibrates.
They do, but the one I got did not.
Oh, well.
Which I'm cool with because I have a chair, like a seat insert that has massage and all that cool stuff on it anyway. So I can just throw it on top of that and I'm good. I like that one. Renee Patrick, hello, says, hey, y'all. Well, hello to you. Terry Rose says, Genactic.
Genactic, yeah, that's it's not Land of the Lost. Somebody he every time, Terry, but it's a nerd thing. It means long life, good health, et cetera, et cetera. It's a lovely. It's wishing you well.
Oh, cool. So, well, it sounded really cool. That's why I was like, let me try to sound it out. Like, that's how I learned to read. My mother's like, try to sound the word out. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, not see and say. You learned the right way. Hooked on phonics, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, Jane Theory. She says, hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. I can't say it as good as she can. Hey,
nobody
guys.
can.
Exactly. Let's see. Words Among Us streams have been great. Yeah, I've heard about those. Let me see. I think I've got everyone. There's Yeti Cast says, hey, everyone. So glad you're here. And I think I have everybody so far. 35 people watching. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And welcome to Florida live stream. We have so many funny things to do. But first of all, one quick warning about Florida. You have these people down there in a place called the Villages. Don't get it twisted. Those old folks down there are crazy.
They're nuts.
I didn't know Betty White smoked. She looks pretty good.
I love that picture.
It is, yeah. The Villages are that's one of our repeat offenders on the Florida Man list. And speaking of the Florida Man, let's see. Cuddles does look extraordinarily cuddly today.
It looks like he cut his hair too.
I know. They had to have that birthday look, right?
Did you go to the spa? Did you go to the spa culture?
No, I did spend a lot of extra time on my hair the last few days. So yeah, that and I spent some time on my beard. So but enough about me. We need to talk about Florida.
Enhance the hair.
Let's talk about Florida. So you know how I usually have the crazy Florida man stories. Well, this one is a Florida man story, but with a really, really cool, lighthearted twist. And I think after this past week, we kind of need that. So, Florida deputy finds alligator roaming around elementary school. The mascot... Here's the thing, the mascot for the Evergrades Elementary School in Florida is an alligator.
Okay.
Funny how that works. So this is in Okeechobee County, which is south near the Everglades. The mascot was it what? Was it it was a transfer student.
It was a transfer student.
A transfer student. Yeah, or a prank gone wrong. You know, they let him out, I guess, but we'll see.
If Florida's known for gators, how can a gator be a prank? It's pretty much common things to see, isn't it?
Well, here's the thing. There's the gator that's the mascot, and no one really expects to see a real live gator walking around, a school. at least that I've heard of. Usually they're in a drainage ditch or in somebody's house, but this is the first time I've heard about one being in a school. So this one says the mascot for the Everglades Elementary School in Florida may be an alligator, but the deputy did not expect to find a real gator at the school. So Okeechobee County Deputy Brandon Grice found the 4.5-foot, it's still little, roaming around the school, which is located in the central Florida city of Okeechobee. Grice was able to catch the reptile and relocate it to, I guess, Nubbin Slough, a river located in Okeechobee County. So basically, for folks who don't know, when they catch the alligators because they're threatened, they're not endangered. They're threatened, which means you can't go around killing them unless your life is in danger. You can't go out poaching them or you get fined. There's certain hunters with a license that can go out and catch alligators. So if you see one, you're supposed to call animal control to come out and get them. But if you had to kill one to, protect yourself, you won't get in trouble. But you can't go around poaching them so you can get, pelts for belts and shoes and hats and stuff like that.
I wouldn't run after one. No way.
No, but you got some people who are professional gator hunters without licenses, and they'll go do it for you. But he says all in a day's work. Michelle Bell, the public information officer for the sheriff's office, wrote in a Facebook post. So if you've ever, you see my opening for the show where you see where the cop is there's an alligator and he's touching it, he's trying to wrangle the gator. That happens all the time. All the time. The sheriffs in Florida, the cops won't blink if you're like, dude, I got an alligator in my yard. Yeah, okay, we'll come and get it. That's, literally, that's what they do. That's what they do. You invite gators into your house. No, you don't. They're like party crashers. Yeah. And usually these are in there's two kinds. There's two kinds. Culture, you want to go first? I'll let you go first.
Go ahead.
Okay, there's two kinds of gators. There's gators that show up in neighborhoods because, forget it. They just felt like showing up in your yard and dropping into your pool or hiding under your car because it's hot. And then there's the neighborhoods that think it's cute to feed baby gators. So they lose their fear of humans and start eating the pets and stuff like that. You do not want to be the latter one. That's preventable. The first one, it just happens. They just do it. So no, we don't invite them into the house. They usually find their way into the house if people don't have their doors locked.
Dude, they will come in dog doors. Like people have pet doors and stuff. They'll just like roam up in there.
I never understood that, to have a dog door in Florida. I never understood that.
You leave your garage door open. They come on in. It's like, hello.
They're like, hey, where's the time to eat?
Yeah. I've seen those big ones just tear up people's decks and stuff, and they come up on the deck and then they can't figure out how to get off it, and then they're just like thrashing around and it's toast. When they're done with it, it's just toast.
I mean, if you ever see, you can pull it up on YouTube because the TV show Cops is full of them, where they have to go and wrangle the gator, and the gator is not too happy, and you hear it hissing and it's flipping around and hissing at you. It's not happy. Not perfect. Hey, Cabatino Che. Michael Jolin says the 15-footer are put down, right? They don't kill them. They do wrangle them. They do catch them, and they do send them to they release them either back in the wild in the Everglades or some ways where they're their natural habitat. They really do not. They try not to have to kill it because it is a threatened species. So there are people trained to wrangle gators to do that. So, get them out, release them, into the wild where they're supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Where they're supposed to be. Let's see. Florida golf courses are famous for gators. Yes. Yeah.
I cannot tell you how many times we've been out swinging them. And the very first time the boss and I went out, actually at a Disney World course, to be honest with you, on their big championship course, we went out and did that
Magnolia course, the other one.
Yeah. And we went out there to smash away. By the time we got to the fourth hole, there's this little ravine. and the boss hit it just enough to duck down into the ravine. And as we approach the ravine, there's a little guy down there guarding the ball. And so, you know what? Take a drop from right here and just blast away. I won't even make you take a penalty because dang, he ain't going after that ball. Yeah, no, and well, we were inundated by wild turkeys like all morning that day. It was insane. I couldn't believe it was like a billion of them. I'm like, all right, it's nuts down here.
There's something about Walt Disney World property that I swear every species of wildlife invades the place and they don't leave.
No, I mean, it's a cushy life. I mean, honestly.
They don't leave. And even over by the Contemporary, you see like all of the hawks and everything circling around. And people are like, why are they doing that? Oh, they're waiting for the birds to come out of the Contemporary and they just pick them off. Boom, they don't even have to hunt. No. They just sit there. They just sit, fly around, sit up on the top. So if you're ever at the Magic Kingdom and you're riding the monorail, look up at the Contemporary and see how many hawks are just hanging around up there. It's not normal. No, and they'll actually set. There's a bunch of pines over by Wilderness Lodge that they'll set right over the Copper Creek area. Now they'll do the same thing, or they'll set on the edge of the top of the Contemporary, or even on the top of at the top of the world thing. They'll set up there on the ledge. And then they'll just pick off those birds. It's insane. Never seen that like anywhere else in my life. This is nuts. No. But also the reason why they do it, for some people who don't know, Chef Mickey's buffet is up there. And that's where all the restaurants are. So the birds can get in and they know that there's food in there. And they got to come out sometime. So, you know, hawks are like, we got it made. We don't have to go anywhere.
We're going to hunt right here. That works out just fine. Thank you very much.
Great one is here, says, I've seen enough swamp people to know 4.5 foot is a baby. Yes.
As a little one.
It's very little. It's very little. Let's see. Hey, Griffin Turbo says, hey, yo. So glad that you're here. 36 people watching. Thank you so much for joining us for Welcome to Florida. We're just going through this interesting Florida man story, a little different. Sheriffs catching gators like they usually do. And Brutal Morningwood, gators would be a new one for me. I'm just getting used to bear that ransacks my garbage can. Yeah, Florida has bears too.
Yeah, you get everything. In fact, that's the other thing. I mean, between the nutria and the squirrels and the trash pandas that have come over from Georgia and other places, I mean, it's nuts. It's a menagerie. In fact, one of the really coolest places that you can go, and I know Lorena knows this for a fact because she worked there, guys, is NASA. You go to NASA, and they in the Space Museum area where the public is allowed to go all the time. It's a small entry fee. It's totally worth it, by the way, guys. Totally awesome. Yeah. Go in there, and they have essentially a museum about the wildlife because all of the entire area, the Kennedy Space Complex, is set in a nature preserve. Mm-hmm. So, and it is amazing how many different species of things that they will show you in the museum. It's beautiful. It really is. Mm-hmm. Check it out.
And on the property, there was actually, they're probably still there, eagles that nest there every year.
Yeah, consistently.
It's awesome. It is worth the trip to go out there to see all that and the wildlife and everything. But yeah, Florida also has those annoying little kingfishers that hang around, stare at you while you eat. They're like, I think 3 foot tall when they stand up there. Let's see. Snailcast just got done with 10 hours of editing. Wow, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Woo, 10 hours. I'm so happy you're live so I can sit back, drink coffee, and enjoy this show. Well, Snailcast, awesome. Happy to oblige. I just see Fat Steve. It looks like he's got culture at South Beach in Miami. South Beach is a fun time.
Steven, I love you, man. I do.
I know. I have to. So. It's just like, what does he have now? Never a dull moment. Hey, Pod Racing Palpatine, if they get injured, do they get Gatorade? That's funny. That's funny. Man. Even funnier because Gators are the mascot of the University of Florida, where Gatorade was invented.
Yeah, 100% accurate. Very good. Very good. Yeah. And Yeah, they still get money from that deal. Oh my goodness. Steven's going crazy with the stuff now. But yeah, the other thing you'll run into is you'll run into smaller things that you think are gators, but they're not down there. They're called caimans. You'll run into caimans down there all the time. So just not a dull moment there, but it's still nothing like Australia where pretty much everything's there to kill you. Florida, it's only like half the stuff's there to kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, so we joke when we say, but well, not really, that Florida is the Australia of the United States. But we all know Australia, that's a whole nother level. Zachariah 315 says, "What if we want gator for supper? You have to buy it from a licensed gator meat.
Yep.
There's restaurants that
they
serve
have farms.
Gator.
Yeah, there's gator farms that are legally operate, and you can get it. And it tastes like a cross. I think Lorraine and I have talked about this multiple times. I think we both agree it tastes like a cross between chicken and catfish, right?
Catfish. Yeah. It's very dense.
It's better fried. Fry it.
Yes,
it is good.
Like,
They would get a little Creole seasoning. Get yourself batter that puppy up like you're doing that. Fry that thing up, and then go to town. And it gets you some good hot sauce, some Louisiana hot sauce or something similar. Yeah, you'd be good.
Very good. That's some good stuff. Whew, that's some good stuff. Reina Creole, any of the gators wear cuffs, collars, and purple fedora like Wally Gator? I know at Gatorland they do.
They do crazy stuff with the gators at Gatorland. Oh man.
I'm trying to see if I still have do I still have that video? Please tell me I do, because I didn't want to get rid of what is Sweetie. Do I have Sweetie? Yes. So speaking of that, here is Sweetie Gator, which is a pet gator. Check this out.
Okay, what is more Florida than a huggable gator being carried by its owner in public? We can thank a TikTok user for this viral gem. A Brevard County business owner brought the creature back inside. After some outdoor time. The gator even has a name. Sweetie.
That's so awesome.
Gator with a t-shirt.
Was that echoing for anyone else? Or just
a
me?
little bit.
That's
okay. I was having a stroke.
I was recording stuff, and I didn't have the volume completely, the mic
turned
muted.
down.
Yeah, you didn't see StreamYard. So stuff you learn. But yes, that is Sweetie Gator, which belongs to someone. It's actually this little restaurant, I think called the Key Lime Restaurant.
Key Lime Cafe, right? Key Lime Cafe
in Cocoa Beach. And Sweetie is blind, so she cannot survive in the wild at all. So yeah, she wears a t-shirt. T-shirt and all that stuff, and she's got it made. Let's see. Yep, her gator meat's not bad. Hey, the Myriasphere Origins. Yeah, gator meat, that's some good stuff, but you got to fry it. You got to fry it. Like Paula Dean says, some things need to be fried, and that is one of them.
So
that
true.
is one of them. Reina Creole, gators and crocs are no joke. Most people are afraid of the mouth. The damn tail will break your legs pretty easily. That is correct. That is correct. When I was a kid, and I would go visit my grandparents in the middle of nowhere in Florida where there's swamps and stuff, they would always warn us about gators. And anytime you see an experienced gator wrangler, they are watching out for the mouth and the tail. Because if you look at the videos, and you see them, they're like backing up because they do not want that tail to get them. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. What do you call a gator wearing
God, come
an
on.
investigator? That sounds like a Steve joke. I like that.
Way to go, Snail.
That's like a Terminus East joke. Too.
Here's one. What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. I'm here all night, folks. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. Anytime we start talking about gators, it takes up so much time, and it's hilarious. I love it. My fire team ran into a gator in North Carolina during land nav at night. It was in the middle of the road in a small water area, and it was raining the whole day. I almost didn't see it. I did not know they were up that far north. Was it a pet?
Well, I tell you what, it had been really unhappy in the wintertime up there because it gets a little frosty.
Yeah.
And gators are cold-blooded, and they do not dig the coldness. In fact, that was one of the problems going back 7 or 8 years ago now when it was down into the teens in the Central Florida area, and those gators were none too happy. There was lots of non-moving gators in that January and February.
Hey, Tina, the hawks are also going after the animals on the closed island, which is now a nature reserve.
Yep.
I believe
That's
it.
also true. That's also true. Yeah, it used to be called Discovery Island in Walt Disney World. You used to be able to visit it. It had a beautiful aviary on it. And then one hurricane redistributed all the birds in Central Florida. That used to be on Discovery Island, along with some of the other wildlife that used to be there. So there you are. And then, of course, they put it back together, but then they closed it down. But that's going back many, many moons. So yes, Tina. Yeah, that area is amazing. In fact, they found during the latest thing that we've all been dealing with, this medical crisis that we've had in this country, they found a homeless man actually living on that island.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. So isolated. Hey, Kai MFS says, hey, y'all. How are you? So glad you're here with us. There's crispy critters. Then there are the boas and the anacondas.
Yeah, the non-indigenous boas that will fall on your head.
Yes. Yes,
the
exotic pets.
They're not feather either.
So the drop condos.
No, you don't want any part of the anacondas, but no, the boas are not indigenous. You get Colombian red tail, rosy tail boas, all kinds of stuff that don't belong in this country, and people let them go. And they're like, oh yeah, I got to get rid of this pet. I got to get rid of it. And thanks a lot.
I watch the Crocodile Hunter. I know what's going on.
Cayman are here in my lake in Arizona. Wow.
Really? Let's see. Hot place in Arizona with a lake. I think I know where you are now, Wook. All right, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I can believe it.
Happy times for them. Beware of the drop bears in Australia.
Like koalas?
You wanted a fatal picture? Okay, I can do that.
Koala bears?
Koala bear. That's the only one I can think of. I don't think you guys have
He's making a fatal reference.
Okay. Hey, McKinney says, evening, everyone. Bye, Keck.
Thanks, Keck.
Thanks for dropping in with us.
Yeah,
let's see. Don't flip. It's only half because the other half has retired.
Yeah.
Let's see. And I think I've got everyone. Hey, Parrot Head. Echo. Yes. That was back when I didn't know what the heck I was doing when recording video, but that was actually, I think that was like maybe our second or third Welcome to Florida show. So I had no clue then, but I know a lot better now. I'm going to have to re-record that because that's actually fun.
That's a great clip.
I love that clip. See, when the edible finally hits. Let's see. M. Dastardly. He says, hi, Lorena. Glad that you are here. Good seeing you. Wookiee Supremacy says, gotta go mod. Later all. Have a great stream, Reina Creole.
Thanks
Wookiee Supremacy. Thanks so much for dropping in and checking us out. And let's see. What do you call a blind deer with no legs, Lorena? Still no idea.
I would call it effed because if it's blind and has no legs, it's F or dinner.
I have to laugh because where I live, there are so many deer. Like literally, deer dodging is a sport around here because there's so. Yeah.
We do very poor in the United States. Certain parties got all in an uproar because of certain hunting. And certain practices that have kept us in situations where we have controlled our wildlife population, and we've ceased to do animal control by hunting and forestry management by guess what? Logging. Controlled logging. And because we don't do either of those things, we end up in terrible disasters like have been occurring across this country. So, so there are parts of the country where it used to be a subsistence hunting that was allowed. And they don't do it anymore.
Great one is here. You are absolutely right. PA, the deer dodging state, because I would talk to friends of mine from Australia. They're like, crap, that sounds like why we have to have, the kangaroo rack on the front of the car. Because literally there's so many of them, especially if you drive through a lot of dense wooded areas, you have to watch out because there's like groups of them that'll try to come going across the street, or some of them that don't quite make it across the street. And they're like in herds when you see them sometimes. It's like it's out of control. Like Canadian geese. I wish we could get freaking rid of them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's my cue to leave the show. Okay, get rid of the Canada guy.
You're not a geese.
Just the geese.
I know.
I wish we need to figure out how you guys control them up there in Canada, because they're
we don't. They crap everywhere. If you get too close, they come after you in flocks. You think in Canada we just say sorry? They're like, it's okay. No, they're just a-holes up here too.
I don't feel bad that I have like my umbrella. Like, yeah, come at me. Yep. Hi, Lady Toriel. She just tipped $2. Thank you so much, my dear, for your support of the channel. I appreciate it so very much. We had an interview with Lady Toriel for the lunch table, so please do check that out on my channel. Let's see. They usually have to catch a couple gators in Chicago parks.
Oh my, really?
What? They get out of the zoo?
That's nuts, because they're they would hate Chicago because of the freaking cold. That's
nuts. The gun control.
Yeah, that too. Hey, Soul Assassin says, hey, everybody, what's with the gator and the police? Well, that's actually a sheriff's deputy. And this elementary school where their mascot is a gator, well, they actually found a 4.5-foot baby gator at the school. So they called the sheriff to come out and get it. So that's the story.
And that's all you have to do. See how he's got the banding around his mouth? They when they close their mouth, that's where all their musculature is. To open their mouth, they have almost none. So in order to control a gator, once his mouth is closed, you just band it. And that's all you got to do. And then and then that control the tail. See how he's got his hand firmly at the base of the tail. That thing will still hurt you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said, watch the videos where they're trying to catch it, and the gator's like hissing at him, and he's swinging his tail around. They're like, look out for the tail, look out for the tail. Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
And break your legs.
Hey, can I get some gators in Canada so I can share on the knowledge? I feel so out of date with this.
Man, I'll probably go to sleep on you. It's so cold up there.
Terry Rose found the story I was talking about. Absolutely.
McGuire on Disney's Discovery Island on Thursday. He'd been there since Monday or Tuesday, and he'd planned to camp there for a week.
There was nobody there.
That's true.
Parks were empty. There was nobody in the parks. No employees really working. They got cameras everywhere out there still. So.
That they do. Don't worry about the caiman. They only like fish.
No, but they'll put a hurting on you still.
Doe, a deer, a female deer.
Yeah.
You want a hug, that's the place to go.
I have a question. Who would win, a gator or a Karen?
Might be a tie.
Yeah.
Might be a tie.
Yeah,
you sure?
I think so. It might be close. I don't think it. It depends on how angry the Karen is and how pissed off the gator is. So it's kind of a draw, I would think. Deer pancakes on the freeway from semi trucks. Normal day in the South. Yeah, normal day in the North too. I am so sorry to hear that, crispy critters. I tell people, I'm just like, if it's a choice between my life and the deer, it's going to be my life. But I've heard about that happening.
One of my friends had a family member that, it doesn't matter the age, but one of my friends had a family member that hit a deer in a car. It came through the windshield and killed him. So I completely understand that. The boss and I were on the way back from our cabin up north one time, and we left in the evening. We had dinner in a restaurant that was not too far away from where the cabin is, and a semi truck had hit one on the highway, and all of the parts had taken out 3 or 4 other cars going down the road. So yeah, they can be a real nuisance. It can be a real problem. So I really wish they would allow for the proper population control.
Exactly. I live in a town. I get deer that wander past my back fence all the time. Sometimes there'll be 4 or 5 of them just wandering by. Yeah, we'll get them in my condo complex, and my cat just get freaked out. They don't know. It's like, it's not as small as a squirrel. What the heck is that thing? Sounds like my ex. Once she shut her mouth, she's no longer a threat.
I think you did.
Wow, dude. Fire Night is on fire.
Hey, y'all. Yeah, I come in on F the Canadian geese. 45 people watching. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to this stream. Why is Anna on the toilet? I'm not gonna. Didn't a kid get munched by a gator? Actually, unfortunately, a kid got snatched by a gator at Disney. Yeah, they were too close to the water. And
was it little Colin?
Was it
Connor?
who?
I think it was a Connor or Colin. I think. Yeah.
Colin, I think it was Colin. I think it was Colin, but they were too close to the water. And I know when I took my nieces and nephews to Disney, the first thing that I told them, I said, "You see all these people close to the water like that? You don't get that close to the water like that because a gator can come up, snatch you, pull you under the water, and we will never see you again."
Disney stopped managing their waterways when they closed down the beach for swimming at both Grand Floridian and the Polynesian. And from that point forward, they didn't manage their waterways for the wildlife as they used to do. And every once in a while, regardless of even with that management, you would end up with a gator in those waterways. Because back in the day, when I was a young person, very young, long time ago,
22 is an old culture. Calm down.
They had a wave machine, a wave generator that was on an island outside of the Polynesian. And you would actually have people go in there and try to ride some kind of waves that used to come out of there, which, believe it or not, you really couldn't do because the swells weren't very big. But it really did recreate the idea of being in a Polynesian location. But at the same time, people would wade into the water. Now we know a lot better because there's a particular parasite that exists in that water, which will, kill you because it'll eat, get into your brain. You will die. Obviously these other animals that exist now in those waterways. And I have to tell you, you've never seen anything like it in your life unless you have a snake swimming at you at water level and you are swimming backwards from it.
Yeah.
Hey, memes, how are you?
Waterways are, very dangerous sometimes. Let's see. Did you hear about the gator covered in third-degree burns? They had to smother him in aloe. He became an alligator. A Karen would nag a gator to death. Rooting for the gator over the Karen. Gators know when to shut up. Karens don't.
Wow, strong.
And I think here's a winner. I am Karen. Here we roar. I'd be wearing a new pair of shoes by sundown.
You go, Karen Prime. That I believe.
What's worse, the gators or the homeless junkies? The homeless junkies, because at least gators have a reason for.
Yeah, but here's the other thing, and you know this too, is gators don't really trouble people. You have to go looking for the trouble. They'll crawl under your car. They'll crawl up to your deck and and destroy it with their tail, or they'll come in and smash your tires with their tail, or whatnot. But it's not willful. The junkies are driven by something else entirely, and they will trade lives for whatever it is they're after. In Florida's got some problems, but there are other parts of the country that are far worse when it comes to that. So
Venice Beach. Anyway. Terry Rose, lots of warning signs at Disney. Yes, they had to finally put those.
Not just warning signs now, they have rope barricaded the entire lagoon.
I saw that.
Yeah.
They had it all.
Did they also rename the. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep doing that again.
No, go ahead. So what, Stephen?
I was going to say, they also renamed the walkway in memory of the child, didn't they? Or do something like that? They did a memorial in the actual park.
It could be possible that occurred. The walk around the walk around.
And they're building that walkway from the Grand Floridian Magic Kingdom. I haven't seen anything in memoriam of.
I haven't walked that whole loop. Yeah,
and we stayed at the Grand Floridian in 2018.
No, wait, I have it. They did. Disney World installs a permanent memorial to boy iced by alligator. I'm just being polite. Disney World has installed a lighthouse statue in honor of Lane Thomas Graves. That was the 2-year-old boy in 2016.
Oh, Thomas Graves. Okay, I thought it was Colin, but yeah.
Did they say where they located it? If it was on Grand Floridian property, I haven't seen it.
It's in. I don't see. Hold on, let me see where it is in Tampa Bay thing.
Okay. Yeah,
there is a Yeah, they've completed the flyover bridge construction for the complete circuit now. Just FYI, so you will be able to walk from Grand Floridian to Magic Kingdom.
Glad they did, because trying to take the freaking monorail from the Grand Floridian to the Magic Kingdom is at peak times is horrendous.
Yeah,
because of all the people, because it's got to pick up, from the Contemporary, and then it's got to stop at the Transportation and Ticket Center, and then it's got to stop at, the Polynesian. At least at the Polynesian, you have the choice of getting on the monorail or walking to the transportation.
There will not be a stop at the Polynesian if it hasn't already started. It will not be stopping at the Polynesian for almost a year while they do retrofitting there. Just FYI.
I have the memorial up on the screen.
Not fun. That means you're either going to have to walk, or that's inconvenient as hell right now.
Well, no,
maybe
actually,
you know where it is. I don't know, but it's supposed to be in the Orlando. That's what they did as a memorial as well.
Do you know where? Do you know where it's at?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Wait, wrong. There we go. Disney World said. Okay. I don't care about your terms of use. Get out of here. Okay. There we go. Disney World installed the lighthouse statue in honor of Lane Thomas Graves, a 2-year-old boy who was by the alligator while playing near the lagoon at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort.
Yeah, can you enhance, Stephen?
I can definitely enhance my. So is that better?
Yeah, I'm trying to place that.
It says that the Grand Floridian Resort.
Grand Floridian.
Okay. I think I know where that is on the Grand Floridian property. We didn't walk over that way, but it looks like where that's roped off.
Yeah, they put it near the rope off part.
Yeah, so it's near that beach line. But I want to say, Culture, you know how when you're walking around the main building at the Grand Floridian?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it's somewhere between the main building and the beach area, because I didn't see it last time I was there. This doesn't look like a prominent area.
Yeah, and I didn't, I only went into the hotel from the entrance that goes from the DVC. So, and the boss is yelling at me, so she might know where it's at. I'll be right back.
Cool.
The statue. I'm just going to read this off because I just want to finish off with disrespect. The statue is placed near the site of the tragedy and reads, "Presented to the Lane Graves Foundation, a beacon of hope, a light of love."
Yeah, I think it's on the beach. It's not very prominent, or you have to walk out to it.
The boss just said she believes that is located between the how the swimming pool now, there's a kiddie pool that's between the Grand Floridian and the DVC building.
Yeah.
She believes it's located closer to the main set of buildings for the Grand Floridian, but out towards the beach area that's near that pool.
Oh, okay.
That's what that she believes based on what's in the background. So yeah. But like I said, I mean, it's been a bit, but yeah, it was a terrible tragedy. Wow, Stephen.
What happened?
Oh Lord, no!
It's been up there for 5 minutes or more.
The goop candle, dude. Seriously.
And you keep picking up your kid.
No!
I couldn't help it. I had to make it laughter after that.
No, be gone. Anyway.
Don't wag your finger at me.
It's not my finger. It's my
I'll throw this candle at you, Culture. You're on my screen, so I can just stop.
No, next when I'm down there in December, if I go by the Grand Floridian, which I hope to do because I have to go by the gingerbread house and get my fill of peppermint bark and stuff. I'll have to go by there and see the memorial. So thank you for finding that, Stephen. Because I was wondering,
it popped in my head because we're talking about all the gators, and I was just like, well, you guys are down there a lot. I didn't know they actually put a memorial up, so it's nice to actually remember that.
Mm-hmm. I've seen water moccasins up close, but never coming at me. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you've never in most of the time it's not a snake that's going to kill you, but I mean it's still spooky as heck because that thing's eye level with you when you're swimming. You know,
Not good. Let's see. And here we have Hey Storyman Jack. He says, Reina Creole Culture Casino. I am so glad I'm in Texas. You can see a longhorn coming.
Oh,
You must not be in East Texas near the Louisiana border, because that is swampland over there. And I know they do have gators. 52 people checking us out. Thank you guys for coming to the Welcome to Florida live stream. We're talking about gators, which is one of our popular topics to talk about. Hey, Bones says, hello, Reina Creole, little heart. Well, hello to you too, and thank you. The politically correct term for gators is Edemopolis lizard.
Oh my God, I am so firing half the chat after this. I swear to God.
It's awesome.
Mary put Fat Steven in the back room several times.
That's true.
It was twice. It was twice, and it was because I am awesome.
No, I don't think that was the reasoning.
You think, oh Lord, if Mary had to put you in the back, dude,
she put Matt in the back room more than me. So come on.
Oh no, Mad was extra bad. Yeah. Moira was perfectly pleasant and wonderful on Shenanigans, and then
come on.
Yeah, no. You guys took advantage of her kind heart and great spirit, and she probably should have been.
Oh come on.
She should have been the MVP. She should have been the MVP.
I totally believe that. So let's see.
I didn't take advantage of anyone. That's not funny.
Well,
I love you, but you're mean as hell, man. Like, I don't have any self-confidence.
You've never seen him play Mayor Bacon.
You haven't been with him on Among Us, and you don't see how he swears in capital letters in the Discord chat.
I believe it. I've seen snippets.
I will put it on there. I will put it on the window right now. I can actually screenshot it. Like,
now, we're not gonna do it now. We're not gonna do it now.
No, I'm not gonna do it now. I'm threatening him, saying I'm taking advantage of such a lovely lady like Moira.
Oh, well, folks, you know what? Now we're going to actually get into the portion of the show, which I've actually been trying to do for a couple of weeks, but crap keeps showing up. And one of my favorite things to do is actually Florida memes. So this is the one where we go through some memes and have a lot of fun, having a whole bunch of flipping laughs. So folks, please do share this stream out, because I did not see a notification go out for this stream.
Neither did I. I had both machines in here were ready to go and nothing came up. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. So
we have been ghosted. Yes, we have been ghosted. I'm checking on both my emails right now. There's no red mark and my phone has nothing. So somehow Florida is now the devil. So that works out.
Right. Florida is the devil.
but I got a notification for your horse. That's great. Thank you, YouTube. I don't know what that is.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I got notification.
Oh, good,
okay,
good.
They don't love us. Soul Assassin, Moira's one cool cat. Yes, she is. Yeah. Yes, she is. Hey, Zevius says, ooh, yeah, I'm totally checking all of you out. Well, glad you are checking us out, Zevius. Glad to see you here.
Zevius, I have to say, I cannot wait to get the book, dude. So reach out, my friend.
Is it Zevius or Zevius? Because I remember an old Nintendo game that was called Zevius, and it was a top-down like spaceship scroller.
Let's see. One last.
Your hair to menace just ratted you out, Culture.
There was some question from Parrot Head. We'll take this before we go to the memes. Lorena and Culture, what's the weirdest thing you've seen in Florida?
Dude, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Young people.
I don't. If I had to put it into a visual, frankly, it would be this. And here's the reason why. For some reason, when old people get to Florida, it's like high school with Depends and whatnot. For some reason, all the beef that they had 40 years ago, they're reliving it out again. Mm-hmm. And
there's little cliques in these communities, and they, they're always trying to one up each other. It is 100% high school all over again.
Prescription drug rings. Yeah. Bootleg DVD.
Wait, you're talking about drug rings, and I bring up a candle, and I'm the bad guy? How does that work?
Yeah,
no, but she's not wrong. I mean, the people deal in like the little blue pill and stuff. I mean, and Adderall is an issue down
Go
there.
ahead,
Yeah.
It is crazy. So it's I've never seen elderly people lose their crap and act as if they've been invaded by some kind of demon or whatever as soon as they move to Florida. I've seen some crazy stuff with a lot.
Watched a guy steal. I watched a guy steal 2 surfboards from in front of a surf shop and like just walk off with them. Like broad daylight in front of everybody standing out at the surf shop. I mean, people do just openly blatant stuff there. You get people tripped out on all kinds of things. You get people driving on the wrong side of a road is an art form in Florida. You've got I mean, there's nut stuff that you see there. You know, I mean, and you know, keeping a pet gator is the least of the problems that you'll find in Florida.
Yeah, and we won't even get started on the theme park shenanigans we see.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
dude, okay, so I was at Disney World and witnessed the person walking up the Mayan temple at World Showcase in Epcot that made it onto the news. The dude took a walk up that's why there are now is a gate fence around the whole pyramid. It's because this drunk dummy walked up climbed up the frickin' outside of the building. I mean, it's just insane crap. Just insane.
It's nuts. Yeah. It's absolutely nuts. Hey Tommy, how you doing?
Is that
Florida? That's a trick question. Yes, it is. Viagra rings, dude. You have no idea.
That's gonna be a real stiff conversation.
Yeah, Viagra and Adderall.
Yeah,
Viagra.
It's something. It's something else. So I can't believe how tiny this turned out. But
just control me,
ladies.
Welcome to Florida, where we have big ass snakes and spiders and big ass gators and sharks. Enter at your own risk.
Yeah, absolutely. This is all true. I've seen almost all of it. So yes.
This one here, I have a story about this one. I don't even know if I told it. Every summer when I was little, I would have to go stay with my grandparents out in Putnam County, which I guess is the 7th level of hell. There's nothing. They had like one stop sign. They have 2 stop signs, 2 stoplights in the town now, but there was like one stoplight. My grandparents lived out in the country, this old house. You'd walk and the floorboards would creak and whatnot. And I'm playing jump rope and all that out there. And I'm pretending that I'm going fishing and throwing my jump rope and pulling it back on the porch. Throw my jump rope over and pulling it back on the porch. Throw my jump rope over, pull it back on the porch, and what do I pull up but one of these things? So needless to say, I went screaming in the house and did not go outside the rest of the freaking day.
And the spiders are enormous, and they're shockingly large.
Yeah,
sometimes even bigger than what Reina Creole just held up her hand as. There's a walkway on the way to the World Showcase entrance of Epcot from the boardwalk and the beach club at Disney World. And you will often find in the trees right past the bridge on your entry in that area, giant spider webs. And every once in a while you will catch a glimpse of a spider the size of my hand.
Yes.
They are enormous, and they are brightly colored, and you cannot miss them.
No.
Shocking.
No. It is some of just like the craziest stuff.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, the boss and I saw one that made us both hop. Let's just put it that way. It's like, whoa.
As soon as you see it, you're just like, what the? It's some of the craziest stuff that you see there. Don't worry about the spiders. Oh, where did that go? Don't worry about the spiders. They don't eat much. No, that yellow spider actually that I showed you, I forget what the name of it is, but it's actually very harmless. And they make these gorgeous, gorgeous webs.
Very intricate.
Yeah. If you're not used to seeing one of those, you will lose your crap because it is not It is not. I mean, I can deal with what a black widow looks like. I know what a brown recluse looks like. I know what a daddy long leg spider looks like. Not used to seeing a black and yellow spider that big come. Yes, 8-legged freaks. That's exactly what it was. I will not visit your country ever again. I'm staying in Denmark.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you. But honestly, Florida is absolutely beautiful. So
yeah, I tell people every country has got their
you've got your place that's in bonkers. Every country's got the bonkers. The entire country of Australia is bonkers, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's next level crazy.
Yeah.
True story. When Britain couldn't send their convicts to Florida when it was temporarily British colony, guess where they started shipping them? Australia. Yes, that's a true story. So what culture is saying is there might be radioactive spiders that if I let bite me, I'll become Florida Spider-Man.
That would be flipping awesome. Vertical Horizons. Holy cow. There is a giant nuclear power plant right in Central Florida, not very far away from Disney World. I mean, like I don't know, like less than 20 miles. It's like ridiculously close.
I want to say it's off the St. John River. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's real close.
Yep, can confirm. Yes. I want to go home to Florida. Yeah, dude, all I got to say is PA exit. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, get out of there, my man.
PA exit for me.
As soon as you can. I know you're dealing with stuff, but get out of there.
The folks from the South, especially Florida, could handle Australia. Dude, yes, we could. We are prepped. Australia is one of those where it's like, dang, we're prepared for this. So we're not. So when we see all this stuff coming out of Australia, like wildlife and stuff, we're just kind of like, yeah, we see something like that in Florida,
Yeah, the shark thing is a weird thing. I mean, there are parts of when you get down south, especially where it's like if you are in a helicopter, you see the shark line and you see the people line. And it's not very far apart from the people line to the shark line. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, this one here says it's almost fall in Florida. You know what that means? Absolutely nothing. It's still 95 degrees outside. And it will be 95 degrees sometimes all the way through the end of December. Because I was pissed that one year we went to Disney around Christmas and we were like, it's going to be 70. I'm just going to be able to wear my light sweater and just chill and all of that. No, it was 90 degrees the whole flipping time we were there.
Yeah, and still damp and uncomfortable. And it's still as swampy as ever. Yeah. I've been there like that. Of course, I've also been there, like I said, when it is like in the teens and you want to die. Because when it's cold in Florida, it is cold.
It is freezing and no one there is used to it. So they've all got on the puffer jackets and everything. And we're used to it. But Florida just, the idea of having heat, like real heat, and no, they don't do that. They don't do that. Hey, Lady Miss, it's hey, Reina Creole. Hello. So Florida is the Philippines of America, seeing large spiders and cockroaches. Yes, Florida has this thing called the Palmetto Bug. Do you know about the Palmetto Bug culture?
Yeah, they're grody.
Yes. They come in from the outside.
They are
care.
They are gigantic cockroaches, for those of you who are not familiar with it, and they fly.
They fly. Everybody's cool until the
you know that line in Star Wars? They fly now. They fly now.
They fly. Oh yeah, they fly. They fly. That's why the joke in Florida is like everybody's cool till the palmetto bugs start flying. So they start flying. Let's see. We have great whites in Atlantic Canada.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were I didn't know they were far.
Fun times.
Forget Gator's stupidity. Stupidity in New Jersey will kill you faster. Dude, yeah, also I know. True. I've seen it. I have freaking seen it. Let's see. Nothing more annoying than a large cockroach hanging around when you're trying to use it.
We have 56 people in the chat, and that is amazing.
That is
you guys.
awesome.
Yeah. Thank you all.
57. My bad. I can't count today.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Wow, this is amazing. We're so glad you guys are here. Coldest day ever, minus 57. Dude, I don't even want to do the conversion in my brain.
See, I don't like humidity. I don't like really hot days. I burn easily. I like cold weather. I don't like the snow. I just like cold winds. So like Florida for me is like I'll go down there and I'm out.
Florida is, dude, just,
I don't like humidity, man. I don't like it.
Dude, humidity is crazy. Scary thing is you actually get used to it if you live there.
Not my pasty butt. No.
You do. Yeah.
I go from white to burn.
Hey,
hold on. Ooh, just looked up Palmetto. They can spray you like you're in The Exorcist.
It's awful, Karen Prime. You have no idea. Yeah. Oh, dude. And then, okay, so there's 2 times a year if there is like the most annoying bug on the planet shows up. They're called kissing bugs, right?
Yeah.
And yeah. What's the other name for them? Because my brain just turned off.
That leave their shells everywhere?
No, love bugs.
Love bugs. Thank you. Yeah.
Love shells everywhere, right?
No, it's not even that. Those are katydids or
cicadas.
Cicadas, yeah. No, these will like get together and fly around into everything. They will destroy your windshield every time you take your car out for a drive. If you go someplace, they will get in your mouth when you're breathing. They will get in your nose. They will get in your eyes. They get everywhere. You do not ride your motorcycle in Florida when the love bugs are out. They are annoying, nasty little things that leave just disgusting marks everywhere. It's awful. Just terrible.
Paint on your car.
Oh, they ruin the paint. Ruin it.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. You have to watch. You have to watch
This
them.
conversation is bugging me.
And I lived in Florida when I was a kid. I had many giant bug pets. Drove my mom crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Cucaracha grande. Yeah, that's pretty much
right. I have the perfect segue. Speaking of cockroaches, how's Disney doing?
Oh.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
I was going to laugh and say, yes, I have seen palmetto bugs at Disney. Yeah.
A lot of people have. Yeah. Dude, so I've seen nutria. Oh, gross. I've seen nutria. The size of the cats at Disney World in Magic Kingdom. And nutria, for those of you who are not familiar, are big old rats. Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Gators love them though.
Oh yeah, kissing bugs are nasty. They carry horrible disease. Do they not? No.
Not these.
No, they're just nuisances. And
yeah, the love bugs. Yeah.
They come at you. The further you are out in the country, the more they congregate because they're drawn to the smell of the asphalt on the roads and everything. So it's just disgusting. It's twice a year. It's disgusting. Tastes like chicken. No, I'm not eating those. Stig is in the house. Where did he go?
He's here. He's there.
I'd like to say one thing. Hi, hail to everyone in the chat, and I guess Stig.
Oh, we always say hi to Stig.
I know, but look what he said. Hi, and everyone else.
Hey, Christy.
Hey.
What's up, Christy?
What's going on, my girl?
I literally just got home like 7 minutes ago. What the hell is that? Is that a bug?
It is.
That is a bug. We were talking about palmetto bugs in Florida.
It's actually from Joe's
apartment. I think we call those water bugs here.
The cockroaches?
Yeah.
Or sewer roaches?
The la cucarachas.
Yeah.
Cucaracha grande.
La cucarachas. Yes, the ones that fly. So we were talking about those.
Just keep Christy down there. She likes to kill people.
Oh yeah, great, Stig. Of course you can. Can someone send Stig the link?
I'm on my phone, so
for $3.50.
Did you say $3.50?
Yeah, for $3.50. I'm on it, Stig. Hold on, it's coming your way, bro.
Okay, cool. All right. For some reason, when I was sharing, it covered up my.
Are you still in traffic, Christy?
No, I'm home now.
Because you look kind of angry as Jim Carrey.
So like if you've ever been to like Waco is because that's where 35W and 35E kind of meet in that area.
Yeah.
And sometimes the traffic is really good when I was the time of day, other times it isn't. And then after you get past west, you basically get into Johnson County and gets into two lanes. So that's fun. Yeah.
I should have gone to Baylor. I had a full ride there. I just didn't
Hey,
go.
Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing quite well. Was just on Ryan's stream talking about the great Pedro.
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah, I was listening in the car or on my phone. It was great. It was a great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
to.
They already had someone in there named Pedro's girlfriend's boyfriend. It was quite funny.
Oh my goodness, that's funny as heck. All right.
I'm gonna have to watch.
Bad Bunny just baited Steve.
Every time Pedro screams, the room smells like cheap condoms.
Oh my goodness. I've never smelled a cheap condom, or it never occurred to me to sniff a condom, but all right then.
I didn't know it had a Pedro.
What's with the whole pagers? Oh yeah.
Oh, we don't have enough time for that right
now. Oh.
It's that bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say that's how someone was pronouncing his name.
Let's say the Mandalorian is now no longer
well, I guess some folks are
Lorena's like, fuck that shit. We're talking about Florida. That's for another
yeah. I want to hear the Disney quarters. That's what I want to hear.
Dude. So yeah, friend, what part of 2020 did you in? Me. There's that what, Carol Baskin?
That bitch Carol Baskin.
Swamp ass bitch Carol Baskin.
There you go. I'm waiting for that from Steve.
Christy seems to like it when I say it, though.
I nobody else can call me that. Only Steve can call me that. If somebody else does, I will get really pissed off.
Swamp ass.
Storyman Jack says, Reina Creole, sorry, I'm so quiet working on that Bond tribute story.
Oh, so great.
Can do Scottish accent to read it for me. No problem, dude. You are
Stieg. Yeah. Can you do a good Scottish brogue?
I'm the man who shagged your mother last night, Trebek.
Yeah.
All right then.
Can you say 50 no's and mean yes?
The what?
Are you okay?
Oh, he's fine. He's wrestling with his mic, or he's eating chicken wings. He usually is eating chicken wings.
No, normally he's eating fucking potato chips.
But like 62 people watching. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Thank you so much.
Burned Disney to the ground. I've been saying it for years. I kind of agree with you on that.
So have y'all had the Q4 call yet? Or
No, that is going to be and you know what? Actually, we can talk about that in like another minute. So
I kept calling it quarterfinals. What the hell's wrong?
Oh, here's one. When you gave a bunch of tourists fake directions as a prank, and then you see them on the news missing. That's awful.
I suck at giving directions. I'll be like a turn left at the Dairy Queen and just like all the landmarks that I'm used to seeing.
I have a tourist story if you want to hear it.
Yeah,
sure.
It's very childish, but 2016, 10 minutes before 4 p.m. on the 26th, because I remember this because it was Boxing Day and all the Premier League teams are playing at 4 o'clock on Boxing Day. I was on the way back from the store, and this, I think it was Japanese tourist, is walking gingerly because he had to go to the bathroom, and he was asking me for a public bathroom, right? And nothing was really open except for the store, because it's like a holiday, right? And he was, you can tell when someone should have been to the bathroom an hour ago. He was in a rush, and I said, I don't know. And then I looked across the street, and I said, well, if you head that way, there's a restaurant that might be open. It's about 1 kilometer. And he was like, thank you. And he ran across the street, and he stopped, stood still, ran, stopped, and stood still, right?
He was clenching, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. And I was laughing all the way home because there's no restaurant that way at all.
Oh, Steve.
There's some houses that people live in and stuff, and then there's the ocean. So I was picturing his resigned face when he got to the ocean.
Oh my goodness.
I admit it was childish as hell, but I was laughing so hard I was crying.
But did you ever think about it this way, that maybe he wasn't actually clenching, he was just leaving a trail so he could find his way back?
It would work. He was in that state, yeah.
And to Nick's comment, him and his brother play Among Us now, and they can't tell left from right from yesterday's game because they had very bad direction. So that's what the left because they kept saying, well, I saw Fat Steven in this part. And I'm like, bro, I'm on the right-hand side of the map. He's like, well, you were just at the left. I'm like, no, that's you on the left. And it was
really
funny. Yeah, it
is really funny when I have to admit they're very funny. My God.
Well, this is the last one before we go on to our dose of dismal Disney. Believe me when I tell you, there are not enough hours in the day to save Florida from itself.
That's true.
We have a Norwegian in the chat.
We do.
We do.
Oprah? Who do we have?
T-shirted historian.
Oh.
I could translate that if you want, but
please do.
Good dig.
It says hi Steve. Good to see you, horse cock.
Oh, okay.
Is that really what it says?
Yeah.
Got the sick.
Good to see you too, sir.
I actually
he says, nah, bro, I just love Norwegians.
Well, he got it right.
Oh, say now.
Okay, well, for folks who were wondering, thank you. 60 people in here watching. Thank you so much. This is the Welcome to Florida stream. Florida's kryptonite. Yeah, Superman probably said, F that, I ain't going there. So
there's a Danish one in there too now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It says, you also have a Danish man in the chat. Norwegian mountain ape.
Oh my goodness. So much love.
Thank you, you piece of shit.
Hey, that's our chat.
Tune in for our after show with Horsecock and Piece of Shit.
Oh Lord. Well, for those of you, yes, and thank you, Tommy. Yeah, Stig, seriously. I mean that in the most affectionate
He really
way.
does. Yeah. There's nothing but love in this room, Stig. Love.
Absolutely. Yes, fire that button up, that like button up, make it spicy. Yes, thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate all you guys in here modding for me tonight. So for those who don't know, this Thursday, Bob Iger is actually going to get on a call and attempt to spin all the crap that's been going on with Disney. This is known as the fourth quarter earnings call, which is going to be a freaking dumpster fire.
Which is ironic since Disney only made four quarters this year.
Yeah, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. So this earnings call, which anyone can listen to, you go to the Walt Disney Company website, not Disney.com, WaltDisneyCompany.com, go to Investor Relations, and on the day of the earnings call, which is Thursday, I believe at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, because that is after the markets have closed. That's when they're going to have the earnings call. And it's a webinar. So all you do is just go there, click it, and you can listen to it. And the earnings call is not for pedestrian stockholders like myself or like Culture. They are for the big, huge investment houses, and they get to ask questions. Some of them ask softball questions. You get a couple of them that ask some really, really good questions that Disney executives do not really want to answer straight at all.
Kind of like Tony from The Simpsons again. Where's the money? She keeps asking me where the money. Where's the money? When are you getting the money? Where's
and they don't, they don't have it. So this is from the Motley Fool, which is actually, I like them better than Market Watch, and a hell of a lot better than Forbes. Actually,
Forbes is really bad now. Forbes is not a good financial magazine in my opinion any longer.
It's not, and I haven't read Forbes for like years. Usually I'll read when it was around The Street or the Motley Fool, but mostly I go to the Motley Fool if I'm looking for financial analysis. Bob Iger, how he hadn't died from stupidity yet.
I think he gets Kathleen Kennedy to sacrifice corpses, and that's how he sustains his life. I think that's how it works.
Screwed. End transmission.
That might actually be it. I mean, they really. And if they actually have Iger speak instead of Chapek, they got a chance. But if Chapek's talking on this thing,
he's like,
it could be a bloodbath. Sorry, go ahead. I'm
hey,
just
Tilly Chow. No, but that's pretty much Chapek. Like, it's like a deer in the headlights when you hear him.
He's
talk.
got the personality of a dish rag. I mean, come on.
He does. He's so freaking.
Wait! Everyone, stop! We finally got the answer to that joke. The deaf with no leg, the blind no leg deer. It's Bob Chapek. We got the answer.
Oh my goodness gracious!
What?
No, it fits. It fits. Theme Park Casual says, "Thank you for joining us for our earnings call. This year sucked. Good night." I don't even think Chapek can even say that straight.
It's true.
Disney's IOU is worth about $350. Yeah, that's about right. So here they say Walt Disney is one of the companies severely affected by the coronavirus pandemic. Significant portions of its operations depend on bringing large groups of people together, and many of those operations, like its theme parks, have had to shut down during the pandemic and have been slow to return to normal. Although one bright spot for the company has been the customer response to its streaming service, Disney Plus. I don't know if I agree with that.
It makes no money. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're right. It makes no freaking money. Yeah, I know. When I read that first, I was dying. I couldn't do it. Yeah.
Is that with the Captain Marvel on the top? It did. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't. He probably laughed his ass off. It has not been nearly enough to make up for losses elsewhere. Yeah, see the big old bright Captain Marvel. Doesn't that make you wanna?
You see what she's doing? She's flying away with their money.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
So it's marvelous.
So Disney is gonna fall over and sink into the swamp. Pretty much. I mean, remember, what's so funny, Steve?
Damn, he's
whatever it is.
We lost Steven.
Oh no, I'm okay. I needed to laugh. Oh my god.
Okay.
Right. Oh my god.
No, if you think you're laughing now, you get on these earnings calls and listen to the spin, the likes of Chapek and the CFO. What the heck is her name? It's a woman. I can't remember her name. No, it's not nearly
Gonorrhea.
No,
gonorrhea is from Bigfoot.
No.
She has her work cut out for her because of the. I'm not even going to get into the SEC investigation, but
that's still going on because they've been, they're cooking the books and everything. But they're talking about the media segment holding down the fort. The first thing to look for at the announcement is the overall growth in streaming subscribers. Now, they've never given a straight answer to this, if I recall correctly. Culture.
No.
Every time the investors ask, they give some nebulous number, but they don't say how many of them are getting it for free through Verizon, how many of them are only paying 1 penny because we have Hulu.
I gotta cut you off right there.
They made a. Go ahead.
Just to let you guys know, because this is going to be funny. I want you to pay attention. There was found in the Fortnite coding. Yeah, laugh at the Fortnite stuff, but in the Fortnite coding, there was found that if you buy any of the certain V-Buck packages when it comes out, you will get up to 1 or 2 months free Disney Plus. They're teaming up with Fortnite.
Oh yeah.
So you have to, but think about this. They're not going to tell everyone the answers, but think about that. That's 2 months. That's 2 months of fake. Whatever.
Okay.
Package.
Yeah, and that's actually so when they say paid subscriptions, they will not answer what the term paid subscriptions are.
That is correct.
They renegotiated and re-upped the deal with Verizon for the free for that special unlimited plan. They're so they really pushed for growth in the United States. And at 60.5 million or so paid subscribers worldwide, and that's a worldwide number now, they exceeded their 5-year goal inside of a year.
What, disappointing everybody?
No. As far as their subscription goal, the problem is if you were able to do that, you really soft pedaled that to begin with. And the only reason they were able to get where they were so quickly is because they pretty much had nowhere else to put any efforts into other than to expand their service worldwide because there was nothing else happening.
Nothing.
So, anyway.
And I remember, I think we talked about this before, Culture, when a couple of quarters ago, this is, I think, like right when the Wu-Tang flu was popping off, and they said, Netflix and Hulu, they have all this great original content. Is Disney Plus going to do the same? What's your strategy for it? And Iger's answer is basically, we have plenty of good material already. There's really no need for us to create new content. That's exactly what this dude said.
Yep.
Exactly what he said. And now Disney Plus is all that they have, which is why, they're pushing everything is getting dumped to Disney Plus now. Everything.
Dumped is a very good word for that.
Yeah, well, and some of the things that were in development got pushed, not just because they stopped production, but because they have a sequential order for some things, especially in the Marvel MCU. They have to release it in a specific order, or else you will be tipped off to what's happening elsewhere. And it's the only reason that they made Captain Marvel work was because of its placement and their insistence that you had to see the film before you saw Endgame. So there's a lot going on, in the way that they do things. So this is an interesting statement.
Disney executive board wetting their pants. Yeah, they're gonna let Chapek fall in that particular grenade.
And here's the weirdness: when is the retreat? So that they get the actual guidance, since they are going to avoid giving any specific answers again. At this particular, I guarantee you, we will get little answers. Oh yeah, I know.
This is what I'd like to know, and this is what where's my money?
Where's the money? We need to know where's the money.
2 more quarters. Anyway, I'll let you finish the article. I can interrupt all the time, but
Oh, that's okay. So they're talking about the media segment here, and first thing to look at, the overall growth again in streaming subscribers. We'll see if they actually come with some actual numbers, but I doubt they're going to be concrete. They're going to be the nebulous, we're doing great, and they'll give us some BS number, whatever the heck it is. And they say the second thing to watch is the company's media segment. In the first 9 months of its fiscal 2020, it brought in over 95% of all operating profits as the coronavirus pandemic disrupted operations. Still, the segment is plagued with an increasing rate of cord cutting and record low viewership of sports programming. Gee, I wonder why that is.
Well, if they were kneeling and when they should have been playing, maybe that would have stopped stuff.
It wasn't just that. I mean, we're obviously going to be avoiding the politics of all of that, but I will say these things. That is a problem going forward. That may have been the revenue stream. Obviously, media had to be because nothing else was going on. But at the same time, the media networks that they really do rely on, like ESPN, will have to be cutting their advertisement asks when they are trying to appeal to advertisers. So they will earn significantly less revenue next year and possibly for years to come because of the underperformance of, in particular, the sports market. Anyway.
Let's see the next one. Soul Assassin says, is Disney Plus part of Hulu? Because if they keep losing money, I reckon they'll add it to Hulu for free. Disney owns part of Hulu. And
75% now.
I think so about that. Yeah. Adding it to Hulu for free, I have it as close to free as it can be. Literally, I pay 1 penny for Disney Plus because I have Hulu, so I use Hulu all the time. And I got this deal before Disney Plus did whatever they did. And they said, yeah, basically you can have Disney Plus, for a penny if you bundle it with your Netflix. I mean, no, sorry, not Netflix, excuse me, Hulu.
But that's a sad thing. Hulu is only available in the US, and it's like the Disney Plus service in general. You're not even getting the full service for the price you pay if you're not living in the US. So it's not even really that worthwhile to a lot of people unless you're like a heavy Disney lover. And even then, you burn through their content maybe a month, and then you don't really feel like you want to watch the new stuff because it's just not entertaining.
And it
or you can
depends
just pirate the
on
shit.
well, yeah.
Well,
you
okay,
can
let's
do
not
that.
promote
Well,
pirating right now. You know,
some
I
people
already-
sail the high seas. I have mine because I share it with my sister and her family. So she has young kids. So
according to pirating,
they burn through, I mean, not burn through, but they rewatch a lot of that stuff, like a lot, like kids cartoons, old school Disney cartoons. So for them, it's that body of work is worth it. But if you're just like, oh, I just want to see The Mandalorian, no, Disney Plus is not worth it for that. You want to see Falcon and the Winter Soldier? No, it's it's not worth it for that because Disney doesn't have enough original content like Hulu or like Netflix to make it worth it. They just don't.
That is a question though. Have they announced when WandaVision's coming out? Because that's the only thing I have interest for now.
It's coming out in December. They had to do reshoots. Yeah, literally, they have to. By the time The Mandalorian wraps up, then WandaVision is supposed to start. And then after those episodes come out, then Falcon and the Winter Soldiers. Oh God, what the freak?
God damn it.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier is supposed to come out. So I'm not even looking at the private chat because I'll start laughing my ass off. But yeah, that's all that they have. That's the only new stuff that they have that anyone's interested in. I mean, as a Disney nerd, I love the Imagineering story, but that came and went as soon as showed up on Disney Plus.
I forget though, the Black Widow movie that has no relevance to this date. Is that still going to be pushed to theaters, or are they actually going to be putting it on Disney Plus?
I heard it got pushed back. They haven't answered it yet, so I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
They will not. They won't have much to talk about if they don't answer any direct questions. That will be one of them.
Yes.
When do you intend to release these theatrical films to the theaters is going to be a question. When do you intend to bring these new Disney series and new Hulu series to the platforms? That will be a question. So yes, because it's solely media right now, they have not done very much as far as earnings in the theme parks. They've still been kowtowing to a bunch of procedures and policies in the theme parks that even the state itself does not require any longer. So anyway.
Another question that they're likely going to ask, because this keeps coming up, what are their plans for the Star Wars IP? They don't answer that one straight either. And
this will be the fourth time that question related to Star Wars will be asked, because I guarantee you these investment houses are not liking what they're hearing. When right now Disney is in the hole about $7 billion into Star Wars and has only recouped about $3 billion, which means that their initial purchase price of Lucasfilm and all of its holdings is still $4 billion.
Do people even watch ESPN? I know you counted all your football packages and stuff like
I don't.
Interest for sports.
I don't watch ESPN, and
I haven't watched
back.
I haven't watched ESPN forever, and ever since this thing went down, and the world we live in right now, I haven't watched one bit of any sport on television. Not one.
I can attest to that because I've spent more time watching you guys and other people on YouTube, and the only thing I have the TV on for is when I'm using the PlayStation now.
Here's the weirdest thing. Do you know what else I've discovered?
Jesus?
No, I don't miss it.
I don't either.
No.
I used to watch a lot of football.
I was the same way when the Blue Jays won their second World Series and then the strike happened. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
After that, I stopped caring about baseball in general. Yeah, make fun of the Blue Jays all you want, but like those were the golden years for them.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely.
It was like, I don't care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your whole country gave up on it, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, we that because we all got tired of the Expos.
Well, yeah, I was tired of the Expos for you.
Except for Pee Wee Herman. He got caught exposing.
Okay. Here's the other one. Let's see. Hold on a second. Sports is dead to me. I'm getting there. Used to follow NHL, MLB, and NFL. Yeah, sports is dead to a lot of people. YouTube is the new entertainment. Yes. Grits, are you there?
She's trying not to laugh. The private chat's I
can't. I can't. They correct me.
No, I'm here. I'm like I have it on mute half the time because I'm unpacking and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Oh, no worries. They were just
unpacking the boxes.
on you. So here's this next one, which for me, I thought that this was one of the dumbest things is that Disney Plus didn't go into Latin America when they launched.
Why?
That's what I said. They didn't go into Latin America. So they're supposed to launch it in Latin America this month. But incidentally, that's a region where Netflix has already been. 36 million paying subscribers. Mm-hmm. I don't really see Disney Plus
they're going to
taking off in Latin America.
No, they're going to pick up about 6 million. And they've made some people in Latin America uncomfortable, to say the least, of late. So we'll see what happens.
We just got it a couple of months ago, Disney Plus.
Yeah, how you liking it, Steve?
I canceled it.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, it just wasn't that,
not robust. Not robust.
Yeah.
I hear Quibbly's doing great.
I mean, they didn't even have the original DuckTales. Come on.
Oh,
all the old Donald Duck stuff, from the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, they're not putting that on there.
Like they should though, because like I miss the old Donald Duck, especially when he's going against the Chipmunks. Like that stuff you used to watch on Sunday nights as a kid. Like that stuff is where the prime is. Like
they should, but for Disney, it's too much of a PC problem, and they won't touch it for the same reason they won't put Song of the South on Disney Plus.
If I ran the Disney company right now, I would open on to Disney Plus. I would give everybody the opportunity to see everything. It wouldn't matter. With the PC stuff, I wouldn't even care. And Sandra Hammerslag, I am with you, my friend.
Yeah.
I mean, we are looking at another. Well, let's get through this and then we'll talk about our predictions because we are 7 minutes over the projected time for this stream already.
Exactly. So the last one says what this could mean for investors. The average analyst estimate on Wall Street is for the company to report revenue of $14.39 billion and a loss per share of 71 cents. That's insane. The revenue figure, if proves accurate, will be 25% below last year's number. I think it's going to be more than that.
Me too.
Only 25%?
I don't think that's accurate at all.
No, based on the projection on diluted EPS already, they're wrong. They're
very wrong.
And what's weird is this is Motley Fool. My guess is they're trying to be nice because I'm thinking 30% and maybe higher, but that's me.
That's me. I also think that it's higher. That number is too low for 25%, considering how bad things were with the last earnings call and then everything that's happened from then until now. That number has got to be higher. Yeah,
I mean, and here's the thing that you cannot play any more, swap out the Lego blocks because you didn't make any money. I mean, honestly, they've been breaking even with the theme parks because of Disney World at the moment, but they didn't make any revenue.
Nope. So this is the last one. It's certainly been a volatile year for Disney, with the surprise impacts from the coronavirus pandemic added onto the expected negative effects from cord cutters. The company made adjustments to deal with the changing circumstances, including a major reorganization. They just shifted the deck chairs, rearranged them, designed to accelerate the company's success in streaming. And that was Iger's protege. think, that they put in that position for head of streaming. It remains to be seen if this consumer discretionary stock can pivot out of this period and come out stronger in the long run with a robust streaming lineup completing its other segments.
Does anyone else smell horse shit?
Oh God, piles of it. Because
piles.
Let me put this in perspective for everybody who's out there in the chat. Last year, 2019, in box office revenue alone, not total receipts, not net, but in gross revenue for box office receipts, Disney controlled 33% of all box office money made, and that reflected $11 billion, over $11 billion, just in box office. Just in box office. And you're looking at the average analyst estimate for revenue at $14.39 billion.
Mm-hmm. Bad Bunny says, no, that might be accurate. This is a Q4 earnings call. Q1 and Q2 and Q3 earnings were the disasters.
Bad Bunny, I don't know. We'll see. I really believe this will be equally disastrous, but we'll see. If I hope it's only 25%.
I hope so.
But
do you guys think that you'll get a weird thing like they did last time, and they'll be like, "What phone call? There's no phone call today. Delete the tweet. There's no phone call."
No. That was something entirely different. The call went through. It was the retreat that was canceled. The where they would give additional guidance. It was even if it was a virtual retreat, I should say.
Retweet.
Yeah, sorry, but it's we're in a weird place with Disney, man, where they can't make the books work. We'll see what happens.
No, it's yeah. I mean, oh, hold on one second. Let's see. Timon Flip says, the Reina Creole here in Brazil, we have a law that the streaming services must comply, is that some percentage of the shows, movies, etc., must be made in Brazil in Portuguese with local production. That's going to be interesting when Disney Plus launches there. So you'll have to keep us surprised because
I'm fascinated.
Now, stuff on Disney Plus it's not
garbage.
Yeah, well, that too.
Yeah, so I'm surprised, Timon Flip, and the reason I am is you have Netflix in your country, I believe. Is that why we get shows like the 100 and things like that? Or I forget what it's called, but there have been several shows that were made in Brazil on Netflix. I wonder if they're trying to comply with that in order to operate their businesses there. I'm curious. I don't know if you're still here, but if you are,
okay, because it's kind of interesting. Because when I did have Netflix, I know they had like a lot of Nigerian movies. Mm-hmm. They had a lot of them that were shot like in Colombia. The productions that were done in Colombia. So. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. You'll have to keep us. Posted. Disney needs a fairy godmother, but will the glass slipper fit?
They fired the fairy godmother. She's not there no more.
You can't stay.
Yeah, they fired two really good people that could have helped with this current situation. It would have been much better replacements for Iger than Chapek turned out to be.
Was one of them the genie from Aladdin to save their asses by chance?
No, but that's okay.
Who was it? Because I know the one guy, he left to go to TikTok because he was tired of their crap.
Well, I am not talking about him. That would have been a disaster. No, there was a woman that was brilliant running Disney Paris and many other places. She's had massive experience in parks and products.
Okay, parks and products. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, so and again, this is okay. So if this is just information for those of you in the chat. Parks and products is where you cut your teeth before you become any level of ultimate executive position in Disney. If you want to exist there, this is like going back a long ways. That is Tom Staggs would be like somebody who thought he would make his way into the CEO position. Now, I don't believe he would have been a better choice. I'm just saying. Parks and products is where you cut your teeth before you're made CEO. You have to have had time there, and any time that, and with I think the only exception to that, or the previous would have been Eisner. That'd have been it. So,
yeah, Chapek. So many cast members do not like this dude. And it's
and I was right. So the 3% was made for that law. Excellent. Okay, I was just making sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. Not 100. It's 3%. Yeah.
Yeah,
because I've watched that show.
The 3%. I don't think
Sounds
I've
like a new
seen that
CW
one.
movie.
Huh.
No. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting concept. I enjoyed it.
I heard the crawl. I've seen the crawl when I had Netflix that it would come through for that, and I didn't have a chance to watch that. So it's pretty cool. Now, this call is going to be a dumpster fire, and investors have out the pitchforks and the torches, because a lot of their questions, they've been pushing them off and saying, oh, we'll wait till, the next quarter, or wait until, the investor event or whatever. And with everything going on, especially with all of the layoffs, 28,000 people that they laid off. And then there's layoffs at ESPN. And then there's layoffs at Marvel Comics. This is from the friends over at Pirates and Princesses, aka at Clownfish TV. And this story came off, and Stephen provided this. Disney begins laying off Marvel Comics employees. And the first one should be Daniel Kibblesmith, but that's just me.
They probably tried. They showed him a wiffle bat, and he realized how heavy it was. He probably quit. So
it is. We've actually told everybody this was going to happen, especially when it came to the comics. Right now, the comics don't drive the books, or they just don't. The comic book properties drive the books, but not the comic books. And since they can't really take any of the stories from the comic books and put them into a film, why do you need these writers around? Why are you employing these people to write books nobody's going to consume when the number of comic books in the United States has dropped to the lowest point ever?
Well, it's one thing that's good. They won't be preachy anymore when they are fired and their number comes up. And secondly, I agree with you. They're just not, they're expendable.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Lorena, I interrupted.
You're muted, Reina. You're not even talking to us.
All right. I didn't want people to hear me when I was typing at 100 words per minute. People didn't know what the frick was going on. Sound like bullets. No, it's like with all the layoffs with ESPN and Marvel, and they're just like cutting all these people, all these jobs. The executives got their money, though. The stockholders haven't gotten our dividend yet.
That's going to be another point of contention, because when they restored the money right before the last call, somebody brought it up. Not that way, but I think it'll happen in this call. I think they're going to have more problems. Think about it this way. They laid off 300 and they're not replacing 200 at ESPN. We're actually in the second wave of layoffs beyond furloughs that they've done in the parks and experiences segment, right?
Right.
The reorganization that has happened in media has even the people and longtime staff in Burbank totally confused. The reporting systems in place are completely different than they used to be, because streaming is going to be driving this bus. And that's leaving the parks and products people who have been driving the bus for a long time now going, what's going on? Because all of their investment has now disappeared, which is why the Tron coaster has been delayed. Don't get me started on the park stuff.
I just wanted to see that coaster. I've been hearing stuff.
I wanted to see it because I've seen all the video from the one that they had in Shanghai, and I would purposely planned a trip for the 50th anniversary because I wanted to see the Tron coaster, Guardians of the Galaxy, all of this stuff for the 50th. And now they're only doing work on the Tron coaster just to enclose the outside of it from the elements. And I think those are all like contractors. They're not.
Yeah, that's all. Yep. It's 100% all contractors. It's all steel work and of course the canopy work. That's it. And then you also have Guardians of the Galaxy was nearly done when they stopped, at least the interior track segments and everything. Which it's all an interior coaster, by the way. So think Space Mountain times 4. Think it's essentially 4 spaceship Earths that you can fit inside of that building. That's how big that building is.
I have that video of Shanghai right now.
Yeah, and then you have the Ratatouille attraction, which is done.
Yeah.
That they still aren't opening.
Nope.
It's finished. Anyway. So I can talk forever about this.
I don't understand. Like, I'm looking at the video from the Shanghai one, and honestly, like, this would bring people in. Like, this looks amazing.
Oh, that's one of the main reasons that I wanted to go for the 50th, because I love the original Tron movie, the sequel not so much. But the whole concept of being able to ride a light cycle, that thing has to be the biggest addition to the Magic Kingdom for a thrill ride that I can remember. So much anticipation about it.
Yeah, Splash Mountain.
Yeah, that's true. After there's Splash Mountain, and then after that, it's kind of like, eh.
Yeah, although new Fantasyland was supposed to be a big deal, but then they took the Seven Dwarfs Mine Car train and they cut that by 2/3. That was going to be 2/3 longer with more show scenes.
I was so not impressed. That was like the steel pier mouse.
Anyway, we are boring the pants completely on all of these people. So let's see what we can do.
We're gonna so that was pretty much it. But you guys have been hanging in there with us. We've had like 50 people watching regularly for like the past hour.
Thank you
or
guys.
So you guys are awesome. Yes, we can talk more park stuff on another stream, but for this one, we wanted to kind of have some fun and then educate you guys of what's going to be coming down the pike with the Disney company and this earnings call. So again, on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, the Q4 investors call will be held over on the Walt Disney Company website. Remember, waltdisneycompany.com. Go to investor relations, and the link to the webinar will be there where you can listen to the call. I highly suggest doing that so you get an objective critique of Disney from the investors, and you hear the questions that are going on, because I guarantee you some of those questions the investors ask are some of the exact questions that we have. So definitely listen to that. And if things go well, I'm going to be on Culture's channel on Friday, deconstructing the earnings call.
We're going to talk about it. We're definitely going to talk about it. Friday will be fun. And I want to say this, but if you get there early enough, you get to listen to some really cool Disney music, because they stream music in preparation to the call. So it's really fun to listen to if you get it in time.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming here and hanging out with us. And thank you, Steve, for dropping in. Dude, I gotta have you on
I know he's so great.
I gotta have you on the stream. Steve is amazing. Steve is amazing. So you guys think
has he been talking?
No.
Yeah. I said a lot of stuff. Like listening to you and Culture explaining, the Disney stuff. I shut up when I don't have anything to say.
Well, Steve always has an open invitation to drop on the Welcome to Florida stream. So again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I know we kind of went over a little bit. Keepers of the Force is it's either on Dimogene's channel or Fatal's channel. Christy, do you know whose channel it's on tonight?
I have no idea.
Okay, so if it's Fatal's. Okay, well, if it's not on Dimogene's, then you just go over to Fatal's channel. So that's Keepers of the Force. And then at 11 p.m. Eastern is over on Orz's channel, right, Culture? For the
we're getting ready to go for Sunday night hangs and video games. I'm pretty excited. It's one of the funnest things I get to do during the week, aside from this show. And I actually might be a little more
colorful.
Yeah, colorful.
Oh,
That's a good word.
And you weren't colorful on the Among Us stream last week.
That's when it comes to video games, guys, I'm a little bit competitive. I'm used to winning.
A little bit. I'm gonna make a documentary just in capital letter swearing in our Discord. Okay, it's gonna be the Bible of Culture losing his nuts.
Steve is at 494 subscribers. Wow, man.
I don't give a damn because I already did did a new top 5.
He did.
I'd like to say it was for Culture's birthday, but I didn't know it at the time. So
no, I tell you what, he filled my cheer bucket right up when he did that. It was brilliant, and if I could have asked for a birthday present from Steve, he delivered right on it. So so we got to give him those 6 just so he can be set right with the number of times he's had to make a video versus the every 50 subscribers that he gets.
Exactly.
I'm not doing shit until 550 now.
All right.
Pushing the goalpost back. Okay, so yeah.
No. I was gonna do one for 500, but I already did it.
Yeah, he did.
I did it a bit early. So
it's brilliant. It is. It's all of his.
All
top
of his
fives
are
they're
great.
They're brilliant.
There's even some. I even brought Africa in this time.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh man.
Oh Lord. Well,
yeah,
folks,
taking a walk on the beach. Yeah.
Subscribe to everybody here on the panel, please. And again, thank you all for coming. Please do share the stream. Please make sure to like the stream. And if you're subscribed to everyone on the panel, please double check to make sure you are still subscribed, because YouTube is on that BS and is unsubscribing people. So for real, that happens. So, folks, thank you so much for joining us in another Welcome to Florida live stream. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching the replay of our show. Have a great time. You have some, yes, Stephen, what do you have to add?
If the people still left in the chat, or if you do, go over and do rate Fatal's channel and tell them Lorena sent you.
Yes.
Yeah,
check out Fatal J. Fatal J is awesome, and Keeps the Forces cool.
And spam koala emotes just for him.
Yeah, just koalas.
Also, tell them they have to sniff glue.
And sniff glue. Yeah, they all have to sniff glue and koalas. That's what you have to do. Archie blows.
Koalas in the rain.
No F's given.
Good night. Wash your hands. Avoid the swamp ass. The skunk ape is real. And don't feed gators.
Wash your ass.
Night.